Hello students, welcome back to another class of business studies. I'm Neeta Biju. In our last class we studied about the cooperative society and its features, and in today's class we are going to study about the merits and limitations of cooperative society. So we'll study first with the merits of cooperative society. The first one is equality in voting status. The second one is limited liability. The third one is stable existence. The fourth one is economy in operations. The fifth one is support from government, and the sixth one is ease of formation. So these are the points of merits of cooperative society. We shall study this one by one. The first one is equality in voting right. The principle of one man, one vote governs the cooperative society. In other words, every member has equal right to vote and elect the managing committee members. So here what happens is, irrespective of any amount of capital they have contributed, every member has the equal right to vote. So this equality of voting is the greatest, you can say, merit of a cooperative society. So every person has the right to vote. One man has one vote governed by the cooperative society, and every member has equal right to vote and elect the managing committee members. The next merit is limited liability. The liability of members of a cooperative society is limited, and therefore the personal asset of the members is not used to repay the debts. Each member has liability only to the extent of capital contributed by them. Yes, they need not worry, or they are not stressed, or they are not burdened with their personal property is used for repayment of debt. So limited liability means the personal asset is not used for the repayment of debt in a cooperative society. The members are liable only to the extent of the shares or the capital contributed by them. Shares, what they have purchased, for that amount they have to pay. That's it, not more, not less. So that is why limited liability becomes the greatest merit of a cooperative society. The members need not worry about their assets being sold out for the repayment of debt. Next merit is stable existence. Yes, stable existence means continuous life. So death, insanity, or retirement, etc., of any member will not affect the life of a cooperative society. In other words, a cooperative society has stable existence irrespective of the members' entry or exit. So whether members may come or go, whatsoever it may be, the death, the insanity, or illness, or retirement, whatsoever, it's not going to affect the life of cooperative society. Cooperative society has totally exclusively, you can say, separate entity, a legal entity recognized in the eyes of law, and that is why it has a stable existence and a continuous life. It becomes a merit here. Next one is economy in operation. Economy in operation means they are very careful in spending money. They always take care and save resources. So the customers or the producers or manufacturers themselves are the members of the society, due to which the middlemen are eliminated, and this leads to cost reduction and low bad debts, and hence it has economy in operation. Yes, the greatest merit is what is here is they eliminate the middlemen like dealers, the retailers, the wholesalers, and that is why they save lots of money, and there is cost of reduction. There is less wastages of resources as well, because the members themselves are the customers, the members themselves are the producers, and that is why they have direct exchange or trade, and this will save lots and lots of money, and this will lower bad debts, and this is what is economy in operation. Then the other merit is support from the government. A cooperative society has full support from the government in the form of subsidies, low interest rate on loans, and low taxes, etc. So government has provided lots and lots of facilities and lots of privileges to this cooperative society in terms of many tax reduction, subsidies, low rate interest on loans, etc. So this is again a big merit to the cooperative society, support and aid from the government. The next merit of cooperative society is ease to form or ease of formation. So it's very easy to form. A cooperative society is formed under the provision of Cooperative Societies Act 1912. It can be started just with minimum 10 members, and the procedure for formation is also very simple and with less legal formalities. Yes, even though it is governed and ruled under the Cooperative Societies Act of 1912, the formation process is very simple It's having very few legal formalities. And what happens here is, even if registration is compulsory, it's very simple and it's going to happen very fast. So cooperative society is very easy to form, and just with minimum 10 members we can start cooperative society. Now we'll study about the drawbacks or the limitations or demerits of cooperative society one by one. The first one is limited resources. The second one is inefficiency in management. The third one is lack of secrecy. The fourth one is government control. The fifth one is difference of opinion. So these are the 5 drawbacks or limitations of cooperative society. We'll study this one by one. The first one is limited resources. So the capital contributed by every member is limited, and thus a cooperative society has limited resources, and since it offers low rate of dividend on investment, it attracts less capital from its members. Yes, of course. So limited resources of the cooperative society consist of just capital contributed by its members, and it is very limited, and the members are actually sometimes from economically low or poor background. So that is what happens here. And the low rate of dividend which is offered by the cooperative society on shares or investment will actually not attract the members to pay more as capital. So this is what happens. So limited resources means less money or less contribution by the members. So this becomes the limitation or drawback of a cooperative society. Next one is inefficiency in management. Yes, so cooperative society is they are not able to employ good managers. Managers are not that professionals, and they lack efficiency here. So managing committee consists of the members themselves, and they lack efficiency, and generally they are not that expert in the field of management, and they are not professionally equipped. So here what happens is, so the cooperative society is not able to pay, they are not they cannot afford to pay high salary, and that is why they cannot attract very professional and qualified managers. And this here what happens is, managers will lack knowledge, they lack professionally equipped, you can say, ability. Their inability becomes inefficiency. So inefficient management becomes the greatest drawback in a cooperative society. Next one is lack of secrecy. So it is very difficult to maintain secrecy about the operations of cooperative society, since it is compulsory under the act to publish the accounts. So they cannot maintain any secrecy of operations. They have to publish their accounts, and that is according to the Indian Cooperative Societies Act 1912. So as a result of open discussions in the meetings of the members, as well as their obligation to disclose certain things according to the act that is provided, it becomes very difficult for them to maintain secrecy of operations. So this becomes again a drawback or limitation here. Next one is government control. Yes, the cooperative society has to follow the rules and regulations of government, since government offers them with many privileges, and therefore the cooperative society lacks freedom of operation. Yes, so what happens is, here government provides lots and lots of privileges to the cooperative society, and that is why cooperative society will have to obviously follow the rules, regulations, and rigid laws of government. And what happens here is, it interferes in the functioning of the organization, and who total control and management is by the government. Then what happens here is, it may negatively affect the freedom of operation of the cooperative society. Next one is difference of opinion. So there may be possibilities for difference of opinion, quarrels, conflicts, etc. in between the members of cooperative society, which may adversely affect the working of the society. Yes, it's quite obvious, where many people are there, it's very obvious that there will arise some conflicts, some difference of opinions, arguments, or you can say any quarrels for that matter. So it's quite obvious there. So here, so this one biggest drawback of difference of opinion will sometimes even lead to the downfall or the closure of the cooperative society. It will very negatively affect the working of a cooperative society. So this is what is difference of opinion. When everybody's opinion are not the same, there will arise quarrels and arguments, and this will lead to negative effects. This is all for today's class, dear students. I hope you have understood. In our next class, we'll study about the types of cooperative society. Thank you.